Hey, what's up guys? It's Demilich again. Well, it's been a while since the last part of Start Playing Like a Pro. Took some time, but here we are. You asked for it, and here it is, part 4. So, let's get into it. In any RTS there's this thing called tempo, and our favorite Dawn of War is no exception. In the game, you're constantly choosing between building your army, boosting your economy, or taking up to the next tier. And trust me, trying to do all of that at once not gonna happen. Most of the time the best call is to fully invest into the tier you are currently in. Why? Because when you max out your current tier, you are at your strongest right now. That means you can put pressure on your opponents, stop them from taking up, or even straight up end the game. But there are situations where your faction or your opponents has the tools to tech up without really investing in an army. The clearest example of this is Grenade Guardians or Grenade Cultist builds. These let them hold off enemies and do serious damage to clumped up units without needing a huge army. In cases like that, you need to find a counter and mirror their tech up with your own. The key is to feel what your opponent is doing and react in a time. As we know, most heroes can be attached to a squad, but what a lot of people don't realize is that doing this often slows the squad down, because the whole group moves at the speed of the slowest unit. You also sometimes lose abilities like teleport unless it's a hero like the Big Mac, who is an exception. So yeah, just attaching a hero for no reason isn't really worth it. It only makes sense when your hero is really low on health. By attaching him to a squad, you basically save his life, since it gets much harder for the enemy to focus him down specifically. But in most cases, the hero's job is to tie up enemy units while he is still at full health. When commanders go head to head, one thing really matters: never turn your back on your enemy. Because the moment you try to run away from a fight, you are basically giving them free hits. They can keep damaging you while you're not hitting back at all. Some abilities like the Force Commanders or Canonisa stuns actually stop working if you face them directly. But the second you turn around, boom, it kicks in again and mess you up. Same with the Chaos Lord's poison. Still hurts, but running just makes it worse. Sometimes it's actually better to stay and take the fight, even if your hero is weaker. He might still deal a good chunk of damage without getting hit by those nasty effects. Of course, if you have the option to avoid fight a stronger hero, definitely do that. But if you don't, then you've got to commit and hope your teleports come in clutch, or that your troops finish off the enemy after he wins the duel. If you fully surround the hero with a single squad, even something like Space Marines, who aren't exactly known for their melee, can actually start dishing out some serious damage. And it gets even worse if they're hitting from the side. That's why positioning and squad movement really matter. Now, if Space Marines can do that much damage, just imagine what a Khorne Berserk squad can do in the same situation. The easiest way to pull this off is using the Big Mac's teleport. Even a basic shoot a boy squad with a Big Mac attached can melt a hero in a second, if you drop them right on top of him. Not everything in this game depends on your units. Sometimes your mindset and emotions play just as big overall. If you want to really improve your gameplay, I don't recommend grinding for hours every single day. You will just burn out. This game has steel too, and when it hits, you need to take a break immediately. That hunger to win can actually work against you. You should never get emotionally attached, like chasing down units just to wipe them out completely. In moments like that, you should be focusing on your counterplay instead, holding them off with minimal force, keeping your cool. Your opponents will often try to bite you into this emotional decision, and if you fall for it, you are basically handing them a huge advantage. In a way, your job throughout the game is to mentally convince your opponent that what they're doing isn't working. That way, you lock in your lead, and even in the next match, you're already playing with a slight edge. Alright, that's it for today. Thanks for sticking around till the end. Make sure to subscribe, like, leave a comment, and share the video, it really helps out. Catch you next time.